In this video, we are going to see the second part of time, speed, distance and the train topic. So, in this part, we are going to see the questions regarding the relative speed concept. Relative speed means here we will see mostly two objects are moving in the direction of such like towards or either in the same direction. So, you will get the clear idea of the relative speed in this the part. So, to this relative speed, let us see the basic concept for this topic. Like we need to know about the DST. Like this is the method DST. We have seen the questions regarding the DST in the previous videos. So what is meant by D? D is the distance. So S is the reference for speed and T is for time. So the distance is formula as speed into time and the speed is formula as like distance by time. Now time is formula as distance by speed. You all know this about the DST. Now let us move to the next concept in this relative speed. Like if train 1, like we are in the relative, now in the relative speed we are mostly observe about the trains, like the objects are the trains. Like train 1 is moving in the direction like this, train 2 is moving in the opposite direction of the train 1. Like train 1 is moving with the x kilometer per hour speed, like train 2 will be the y kilometer per hour speed. They are moving towards each other. Then the relative speed is like the addition of the both the speeds. So the relative speed is the addition of the both the speeds, like x plus y kilometer per hour. So I will show you the animation also. You will get more idea when you see this. So suppose let us take this as a train 1. Let it be the train 1. Let it be the train 2. Suppose if it is a stationary train means if this train is going with this speed, so there is no effect on the relative speed because this train is no motion. Suppose if the train is moving like this and another train is coming like this, means the relative speed, the relation between the speed is in the form of addition, like this, the speed of this one and the speed of this one will be added, nothing but the relative speed. So relative speed is nothing but the combination of the motions. You can express like this, like you can simply, it is nothing but the combination of the motions. Again there is another one of condition, like if train 1 is moving in this direction and train moving in the same direction, like train 1 is moving in this direction and train 2 is moving in the same direction, then the relative speed will be the x minus y kilometer per hour. So the subtraction, the difference of the speed is the relative speed. If it is moving in the opposite directions or towards the directions, then the relative speed is nothing but addition, combination. And if it is moving in the same direction, either of this direction or either of this direction, so the relative speed will be the difference. You need to remember this concept. The next concept is like, so the length of the trains will be also included in the questions. You need to remember this. Now you will get the grip on this concept when you see the questions. At very first we have first question, like a train running at the speed of 60 km per hour crosses a pole in 9 seconds. In 9 seconds, what is the length of the train? We need to find the length of the train. Like I will show you the things. Like let us take the animation. Let it be a pole. Here let it be the pole. The train is crossing the pole. Like here it is a pole. The train is crossing the pole in the 9 seconds. Means, so it is nothing like to cross means here initial it is of starting point to the pole, to reach with this speed at the end point to reach this pole, it is taking 9 seconds. Like from here to here to cover the pole or to cross the pole, it is taking 9 seconds. Means from starting point to end point with this motion to cover this pole, it is taking 9 seconds. To cross the pole, it is taking 9 seconds. We need to find. So means here the pole is stationary. So here the pole is stationary, the train is moving with this 60 km per hour speed, means it is taking 9 seconds. So here we need to take like this, like the relative speed means here the pole is off with no motion, it is moving like in the 60 kilometer per 1 hour. So for 1 hour means it is like 60 minutes. To convert into the seconds, again we need to multiply into 60, which is like 60 kilometer in 60 into 60 seconds. Like 1 kilometer is in the 60 seconds it is going to cover, or 1000 meters it is going to cover in 60 seconds. But here if we cancel out the things like this, then 100 meters in 6 seconds it is going to cover. But here the pole, here the train is crossing the pole in 9 seconds only. Like to get the 9 seconds here, here I am doing like this, like 100 by 6 is for 1 second. If we multiply here with 9, we are going to get the meters. So for the 9 seconds it is taking the time like 150 meters. So here the distance is, yes, it is a stationary pole and it is moving this speed. The last point when the pole meet, it covers a distance of 150 meters in the 9 seconds. So it is nothing but the length of the train. So understand carefully, the length of the train is 150 meters. With the 150 meters of the train length, when it is travel with the 60 km per hour, then it is covering the pole or crossing the pole in the 9 seconds. So it is the answer. So you will get more idea when you see the problems like this. Now let us move to the next question. So before going to see the next question, if you really like the video, please do a like and support by subscribing. Now let us see the next question. The next question is like a train 125 meters long. So train is of with length 125 meters length. So length of the train let it be 125 meters. Passing a man running at 5 km per hour. So the man is running with 5 km per hour. So the man is running with 5 km per hour in the same direction. So in the same direction means the train is also passing along with the man, like they are moving in the same directions in which the train is going. So in which the train going and crosses it by with the 10 seconds. So it is crossing the man in 10 seconds. This is the meaning like this. So it is crossing the man, the train crossing the man in 10 seconds. It's taking 10 seconds. Then we need to find the speed of the train. So here, like I will show you the one thing. Like here the man is moving with 5 km per hour and the train also moving same direction like this with some speed. So this is also a length 125 meters. So they start both together. It is moving with 5 km per hour. It is moving with some speed. Then it crosses the man in certain time, which is 10 seconds. So we need to find the speed of the train while in the crossing of the 10 seconds. So here the things which is act as the relative speed. So here we are using the relative speed concept. So we need to find the speed of the train means here they are both are moving in the same direction. So the relative speed is in the terms of difference. So I have said that before. So it is the terms of the difference. The highest speed is for the train only. The lowest speed is man. So don't get confused. The speed is nothing but distance by time. So it is the speed of the train minus speed of the man, which is equals to the distance. Distance is nothing but the length of the train. You need to take the length of the train. Like it is a man, it is a train, it is passing or it is crossing the man with the length of the train only. So it is crossing means the last point to reach the man, to touch the man. It is like in order to touch the man, it is taking it is covering the distance 125 meters. It is nothing but the length of the train. So if such questions are there, you need to take the length of the train. So here you need to include the length of the train, which is given as 125 meters. And to cross the man means it is given like the 10 seconds. So it is in the form of seconds. We need to convert into the hours, like t minus the man is of the speed like 5 km per hour, which is equals to 125 by the 10 seconds. We are going to convert into the hours, which is nothing but we need to divide by it with 60 into 60. Now sorry, here it is the 125 meters, so this is also we need to convert to the kilometers. In order to convert the meters to the kilometers, here we need to divide with the 1000. So if we divide with the 1000, if we simplify this, we are going to get the value of t as, so if we done this, we are going to get the value of t as 50. So the t we taken the reference as the speed of the train, which is equals to the 50. The units are kilometer per hour because it is a spinner. So we got the finally the value of t, which is the reference of the speed of the train. We got 50 km per hour, which is in the option B. Times you will get the trouble with this the units. So you need to convert, or you need to check the twice of the units. Either it is given in the meters or the kilometers or the seconds or the minutes. You need to check the twice the things. Do not do such, like you will get the trouble in the answer, in the final answer. So you always need to check the twice in solving this. Now let us move to the next question. The next question is like, two trains with length 126 meters and 119 meters respectively are moving towards each other. So the two trains are moving towards each other. Their speeds are 12 meter per second and 23 meter per second respectively. What will be the time need by the trains to cross each other? So here we need to find the time taken to both the trains to cross each other. We need to find. So they given the things like, it is given the length of the trains and the speed of the trains. The units are meters and meter and meter per second and meter per second. So all in the meters, and the time will be in the seconds. So there is no trouble of this. Now let us apply the things. So here we need to find the time is by this formula like dst. The time is formula as distance by speed. So here we need to use the relative speed because it is included the two motions now. So here we need to use the relative speed. So initially I have said the things like, if the two things are moving towards each other, means we need to add on the speeds. Like it is like 12 plus 23 meter per second, 23 meter per second. Again the distance. So here sometimes you may get confused what is the distance means. So suppose if it is a stationary train, means the train will be cross this train like this, like with this length is going to reach here. So it is covering this train length, and to cross this means it is things like, it is a meaning like the last point should be meet. So means the distance traveled by this train is the length of this train plus the length of this train. So you need to sum of this length of the trains in order to get like this. So simply, if you not remember this concept, means the thing is you need to sum the length of the trains. The length of the trains is nothing but it is given as 126 plus 119. So means it is like the length of the first train plus the length of the second train. The distance traveled by the trains is the combination of this, the distance. So if we simplify this, we are going to get the time as value of t as 7 seconds. So in order to cross the both trains in the same direction with this length and with these speeds, it is taking the time 7 seconds to cross each other, which is in the option A. Now let us see the next question. The next question is like, there are two trains A and B moving in same direction. So train A is moving in this direction and train B also moving in this direction. They are of equal length. So it is of equal length and crosses a stationary pole in 5 seconds and 6 seconds respectively. So the train A is crossing the pole in 5 seconds and train B is crossing the pole in 6 seconds respectively. In how much time would they cross each other? So we need to find the time taken to cross the trains each other in the same direction. So for this apply same DST trick. We have done many of the DST problems. So in this the speed is not same, the time to cross the pole is not same, and the distance means the length of the train will be same, means distance traveled by the train to cross the pole will be same, like distance covered by the A and the B to cross the pole will be same, because the length of the train will be same. Here we need to include the length of the train, it is a thing. So the length of the train will be same, like in the both conditions, in the train A and the train B, the length of the train is the same, or the distance of the covered by the pole is the same. Now so the distance is formed as speed into time. Sorry, I have taken the wrong thing. So the speed of the train A and the speed of the train B, time taken by the A and time taken by the B. So speed of the A into the time taken by the train A to cross the pole, which is the given in the question, is 5 seconds, and the time taken by the train B to cross the pole is 6 seconds. So which is nothing but SA by SB, which is equals to 6 by 5. So let us take one factor, let it be 6k and 5k. Now here we need to find the time taken to cross each other. So time is formed as distance by speed. Here the speed is in the terms of relative speed because two are in the motions. Now the distance is, so I will show you again the same things, like here the two trains are moving in the same directions. So now the distance to cross each other is like the length of this place, the length of the train 1 plus the length of the train 2. Here the lengths will be same, like the length of the train A, like dA plus dB, which is equals to, let it be 2d by the relative speed is nothing but, when trains are moving in the same directions, means we need to take the difference of the speed. So the difference of the speed is 6k and the 5k, the difference is nothing but like 1k. Now we need to find the distance. Here we need to here I have forgot to find the distance. The distance is like, apply any one of this, like SATA, which is equals to DA. SA we got as 6k and the TA is like 5, which is equals to dA, nothing but dA equals to 30k. So here dA is nothing but d, let it be dA equals to dB, which is equals to d, let it be here the d, which is equals to 30k by k, the k will get cancelled. Now 2 into 30, which is equals to 60 seconds, because in the question it is given like seconds only. So we got the time t to cross each other in the same direction, it is taking like 60 seconds, which is the option A.